All right, on tonight's episode of Python Papi, we're back inside our artificial intelligence course and we're still doing our neural networks module. Let's have a look at what we went over tonight. Now, tonight was heavy on the note taking, so we're going to do some light reading. Let's pick up where we left off. So, just using these steps, we were able to generate a neural network that can detect counterfeit bills from authentic bills based on the input data. This is the value of using a machine learning library like TensorFlow. All we had to do was define the structure of the network and define the data that we're going to pass into the network, and then TensorFlow runs the backpropagation algorithm for learning what all of those weights should be, for figuring out how to train this neural network to be able to, as accurately as possible, figure out what the output value should be. So that then was a look at what it is that neural networks can do just using these sequences of layer after layer after layer. And we can begin to imagine applying these to much more general problems. And one big problem in artificial intelligence is the problem of computer vision. Computer vision, a computational method for analyzing and understanding digital images. We might have pictures that we want the computer to figure out how to deal with, how to process those images, and figure out how to produce some sort of visual result or some sort of useful result. So, computer vision is all about taking an image and figuring out what sort of computation, what sort of calculation we do with that image. It's also relevant in the context of something like handwriting recognition. Let's take the MNIST dataset for example, which is a big data set of just handwritten digits that we could use to ideally try and figure out how to predict, given someone's handwriting, given a photo of a digit they have drawn, can we predict whether it's a 0 or a 1 or a 2, etc., etc. So this sort of handwriting recognition is yet another task that we might want to use computer vision tasks and tools to be able to apply it towards. So how then can we use neural networks to be able to solve a problem like that? Well, neural networks rely on some sort of input where that input is just numerical data. We have a bunch of units where each one of them just represents some sort of number. And so, in the context of something like handwriting recognition, or in the context of just an image, we might imagine that an image is really just a grid of pixels, grid of dots where each dot has some sort of color. And in the context of something like handwriting recognition, we might imagine that if we just fill in each of the dots in a particular way, we can generate a character, a number in this instance, based on which dot happens to be shaded in and which dot is not. Now that's where I'm gonna leave it at for the night. Like I said, this is from last night. It's not even from tonight's note taking. We did take a lot of notes tonight also. We're not gonna dive into all of that tonight, but we will pick it up tomorrow. And of course, I will keep you posted every step of the way. But for now, this is the Python Poppy. You guys stay Gucci.